Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bobblehead Boys. It's me, I'm your host, your friend, your pal, your friendly neighborhood game master, Paul Reaume, and we are about to get back to it. We left off last time, and the boys successfully completed their mission set out by the Minutemen. Cue the dramatic music and the applause.
Yay!
Okay, guess that will have to do. But now that that deal is done, we get to decide what we're going to do next. We've got lots of options. We asked you, our listeners, what you thought they should do, and some people thought we should try someplace new. But Ryker has some news that might sway the decision. Let's see what they decide in this episode of the Bobblehead Boys. Well, this is kind of
I'm hitting the weights.
It's a bit of an intermediary session because we're finishing a main quest part. So we have some options. We finished last time. We've cleansed the sewers via the Fen Street sewer entrance. Not always the way that I thought you would do it, but hey, you did that stuff. And it was amazing. So now you've come out, you've been paid by the Minutemen. They checked out, make sure everything was good. You have time to rest. You guys were down there for a fair amount of time. Sometimes, like especially when you went into the deeper sewers where you encountered those weird centipede creatures, you were actually walking for a fair amount of time. So you were in there for a bit. So you have time when you come out to rest with the Minutemen. They will give you. They'll feed you, as well as they have the camp that they have set up. It's covered, so you're kind of protected from the elements. But they it's nothing big. It's like very ramshackle, pretty much posts with like tarps dropped, so you're not getting snowed on. Some of them have some tarps on the side, so the wind's not blowing on you. But they don't have proper beds necessarily. So if you have bedrolls, you're all set. So if you don't have bedrolls, you got a problem. But you might be able to make a bedroll if you want to, because if you sleep on the bare ground, you are at risk of getting
attacked by bears.
You see?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
Go ahead.
Is our health and luck all back up?
Yeah. So health will go back up. Luck it's supposed to go up when you start a quest. I look at it like. I think sometimes our intermediary parts are a quest in itself, because we do a fair amount of stuff. So I think like at each kind of bracket, it should replenish. Okay. So we're definitely going to rest enough to you won't be well rested, but you'll rest. So your health points are going to be back up, and we're going into like an intermission area. So we'll consider that your luck points are back up. So
what about rad damage is staying though, right?
Yeah, rad damage actually has to be cured.
Yeah. Gotta go talk to Mr. The lady who talks like this.
Hey guys, the lady with the device, Sister Geiger.
So, does anybody have bedrolls? That's the first question. Tiberius, you don't really care. Supermutants are. I don't think supermutants are immune to disease. They're immune to rads.
Yeah, I'm immune to rad. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't look like I have a bedroll.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a bedroll.
I have one.
I have a backpack. Large backpack.
Sweet. Ryker technically doesn't care, but again,
but I also
people don't know that you don't care.
I have no bedroll. Well, I can roll myself in my canned dog food.
Okay. So I think a bedroll. I could spend time looking it up, but I'm pretty sure it's like 2 common materials. And so you can try to put one together. We did this before with in the last campaign, and everybody succeeded except for Cohen.
Yeah, I slept on.
But you didn't know it didn't really succeed, so it was like he kept sleeping on it. And we just like, but he was a ghoul anyway, so it's like you get a disease. Like your likelihood of actually getting a disease is like.
That sounds racist.
Yeah. It's fallen. Anything goes anymore.
Nobody cares about me.
So we do want to try to make some bedrolls, unless you want to just take the chance of getting the disease. That's up to you. It's going to take 2 common.
I'll risk it.
You risk it. Good man.
So this kid?
Feeling confident.
Love it.
Yeah.
Quintilius, are you going to try to make a bedroll to get through the night?
Does anybody have any common material I can use? I have junk, but I haven't broken it down.
If you give it to me, I can break it down, but it's going to take time.
A whole lot of precious time.
So I don't think we can. I have 4 common. What do we need? How much?
2 for a bedroll. 2 common for a bedroll. It's like, imagine you're laying down one thing to give you some sort of cushion, and one thing as like either like a blanket or a cover of some sort, like whatever.
Something for the cushion.
2 common materials.
So I'll make two bedrolls. Am I rolling for it?
Well, so you have a bedroll though, right, Duncan?
Yeah.
So you're offering to make it for the couple of people that
Yes.
don't have it? Sweet.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
so he's
Okay.
going to do that for you.
Right.
He's a nice
I
guy.
have to roll for it?
Yeah. So it is endurance and survival.
Intelligence survival?
I can go with that. Endurance to me doesn't really make a lot of sense in that one anyways. It's just those 2 are usually put together. But yeah. So
Difficulty.
so it's difficulty 1 for a bedroll. Yeah.
God damn it. I'll spend 11 for you guys.
Oh, look at you.
I was going to say if I had to roll for it, I was going to use a luck point to actually use my luck.
There, I succeeded.
Nice. You got 1 success.
You want me to roll for the other one too?
Sounds like a bedroll. I was gonna say, you can flub your way through and be like, yeah, no, this is good. And then we'll make him the test that he doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, roll
Sure.
for it. Yeah, if you fail, that's up to you how you want to deal with that.
I succeeded that time.
There you go. All right, so you made 2 bedrolls. It didn't take long. Like realistically, every test is probably you're spending like 20 minutes to put together, if that.
So now, do we gain bedrolls?
2 of us do.
I think it's a
so
makeshift bedroll, isn't it?
It
Not a
is,
real bedroll?
yeah, it's a makeshift bed, so it counts as a bedroll for the night. It's
For
not
the
something
night.
that you can carry all around with you because
Okay.
it's really just scrap material. It's just kind of thrown down. All right, so we have our bedrolls. We're gonna make it.
Do
through
we
the
need to
night.
make a fire?
Yeah, they got those things are set because the Minutemen have kind of been camped out
Oh,
here
yeah.
already. So they got like one of those barrel,
A garbage
Drum
can?
rolls.
oil can
Garbage cans
fire
on fire.
going. Yeah. So we've got warmth, we've got shelter. The only thing they didn't really have is bedrolls. They pretty much just giving you an enclosure to get through the night. So when the morning comes, you're faced with some decisions. Where do we want to go from here? There are so many options. Like in Fallout, you can just open up your map and you can go literally anywhere.
I feel like I have to tell Tiberius something.
Okay. Ryker feels like he has to tell Tiberius something.
Tiberius, someone's trying to kill you.
What? No.
Wow.
Someone's trying to kill me? Why do you-
Someone came and they wanted to kill you. I fought them off. Super mutant.
No. This is not.
This is
shock.
awful.
This is
Shock
not
face.
good.
Now, Tiberius, we've had conversations about your background.
Yes,
So you like.
I
so
know
there's
who
some
they
super-
are.
You know who they are?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you've got options for how you want to approach this too. Then, do you want
Let's
to?
not go wherever those guys are.
So you want to avoid?
Oh, boy.
You want to avoid them.
Oh,
You don't want to go face.
Duck and cover.
I don't feel like we want to fight these guys.
Okay.
I feel like that
Let's
might
not
be.
fight them. Let's burn them.
Oh my god.
I mean, I fricked them up pretty good.
Okay.
Just saying.
Are they? Do they seem like they were gonna hurt the town we were at?
Absolutely.
Like Minister?
Absolutely.
Okay, then maybe we should go back and try to protect that town. Because we have a lot of resources there.
I concur. If we have brought harm on the people because of Tiberius's past.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
The angry
Why
stare at
don't
him.
we do that? Like,
The the other thing to consider as we're, I assume we're kind of like setting up in the morning, getting ready to figure out what we're going to do on the next leg of our journey. There are other members of the Minutemen that are there as well at this camp. Because I assume right now Ryker and Tiberius, they're having their conversation. So how do you guys react to the Minutemen that are around there as well? Like there's a few of them. I would say like there's maybe 4 or 5.
I'm gonna stare there. Just stare at the biggest looking one. That's all I'm gonna do. Stare at him.
All right.
And I have a very live and let live policy. These men may have a problem with me, but I do not have a problem with them. We just did a job for them, and I can't imagine they would have a problem with us.
Okay, Quintilius, can you roll a charisma and speech test? Because I know you love that. But you're also very passive, so I assume if anybody's going to talk to anybody...
Don't make me use a luck point. Use luck on this instead. That is 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so what I did for this was I wrote out like a whole bunch of things that people might be talking about, like as these guys are hanging out, and I figured that the amount of information that we gain will depend on how many successes that we gather from that. So if I were to say to you that in this group of Minutemen, there's the captain. You can identify the captain pretty easily. He's not really sitting down as much, where he's just kind of controlling, looking at the scenery around, making sure nothing's coming in, and also watching his men and making sure everybody's doing what they should be doing and everybody's okay. So he's overwatching everything. There's an older member of the guard, like noticeably older than everybody else is there. Grizzled old man, typical. And then there's a couple of recruits, like some younger guys that are there that kind of seem like they don't really know what to do. Just trying to make themselves seem busy. Who would you try to strike up a conversation with if you were prone to do so?
Well, there's no point in talking to anybody but the tippy top, so I head for the captain. Everybody else is a subordinate.
Success. So he's taking notice of you guys as you came out of the sewers, and he was there when you guys went in. He checked out to make sure that everything was clear when you came out. He says, seems like you guys have a lot more gear on you than you did when you went into that place.
And
Yep.
Well, it just seems to me that those members of the Sons of Adam Church, whatever these people are, they seem to be much more how can I say, it's like better equipped than they were before.
Are you saying that this was a militia branch of the Sons of Adam? They were more armed than the regular men?
I've been at this a long time, and I don't know you from any of these
From
other
Adam.
yahoos from Adam, right? I tried not to say that, and I'm glad you did. But I mean, I remember when these guys were just some random guys in robes standing on their soapboxes in like little towns here and there, preaching their words. And now I find that we're coming across them a lot more often. And it seems like they've got a lot more stuff.
When faith is attacked, faith strikes back. My brothers and sisters have armed themselves to protect themselves from the rabble of this area.
So
we showed up with a voice. We showed up with a cause. And because we were ostracized, we armed.
So I got to ask you then, because I mean you're glowing. So I have to
It's
assume.
a skin routine.
I got
We've
you.
talked
I
about
got
this.
you. I mean, how do you guys went in there and you took care of any of these critters that were hanging out in the sewers? How did you deal with it? Do I have to worry, because I assume that you're affiliated with this church in some way?
I am affiliated with the church. These members lost their way, and so they lost their lives.
Okay, do another. This is going well, but do another charisma and speech test.
And if it's good, just make it sound.
Okay, and if it's bad, like
Make it sound.
bite my tongue or something, I will use a luck point to reroll.
We should get a pack of pencils.
That is a critical success.
Oh, nice,
It was a 1.
nice. Well, I mean, I try to take everything as it comes. I try to not make any prejudices towards people. And you did come here and you did a job, and you did a very good one at that, clearing out these sewers. So I want to believe what you're saying. I just want you to know that I hear a lot of things in our travels and talking to a lot of people. And rumor has it that these whatever church, because it seems like maybe you've got different sects of the
Yes,
of the
male and
church.
female and
Yes,
other.
I knew that was going to come up. Different parts of the church, different divisions, if you will.
Can't base a church based on its parts.
That's it. Hearts, not parts. Rumor has it that one of these divisions has been making some deals with some of the super mutant clans. Not surprising, like many of the settlements that this division, I think, that have been following this last son, many of these settlements who have not welcomed them into their boundaries have all of a sudden come under attack with super mutants. And I keep seeing more and more of these churchgoers being better and better equipped. Just kind of makes you wonder, don't it?
What's he insinuating?
He's insinuating that an alliance has formed between a sect of super mutants and a radical offshoot of the Sons of Adam, and they're hurting civilians in their quest for the last son. Our first son.
Is that true?
I do not know, but we need to find out. Because if they are left unchecked, they will spread like an epidemic. Like COVID-27.
We don't want to go back to COVID-27.
Ain't that the one that took out the world?
No, that's the one that turned everybody's junk into rubber ducks.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
right.
Well, maybe
Still got it.
we should go back to COVID-27. All right, that worked out really well. Good job, Tom.
Yay!
Way to go, talking through some things.
With a speech of 4 and a charisma of also 4.
I assume you pass this information along to everybody. Tiberius, you're of the mindset that you should go back to Mechminster to face these things. You, Ryker, feel like
After seeing it, I understand that it has to be dealt with.
So super mutants attack back in Mechminster. You know, the dots are all connecting. How do you? So are we in agreement that maybe we should head back to Mechminster?
Yeah.
What do you feel like, Duncan?
I feel like burning.
Burning. I don't care where I go as long as I'm burning.
There will be much for you to burn. Super mutants have a lot of flubber.
I like the way they
Burns.
burn.
No offense, not you. Not
Yes.
you. You're like a really like friendly giant. Or like so you don't lift, bro.
No, I don't live, bro.
You even lift. All right, so we
Only when
are
people
just
don't want to go in
horses.
the water.
Well, our
Ooh.
destination is set.
Thanks for
We're
lifting
gonna
me
head
up,
back to Mechminster. So we're gonna go to Mechminster. How do we want to get here? We have 2 options
take the train.
realistically. There's the sewers. Pretty much a direct, mostly safe place as far as you know. You guys cleared it out. Or you can go on the surface. So, like I said, pros and cons.
So we can scavenge.
Both ways. The other thing to consider about the sewers is
They stink.
and glitch. It smells. It does smell. Glitch was bringing this up before, where it's like, well, if people are coming in from here, there must be an entrance somewhere as well. And you guys also went through a secret door down in the sewers that led to this other area where the centipedes were. So just moving forward, I don't know how, like, the side quests follow. It's like, this is going on, but you do know in the back of your mind that there was a secret door in the sewers where this other group of the children of Adam had giant centipedes.
We're
walking around
gangbanging,
with
yeah.
them. Yeah. And swapping keys. It was some weird party.
That's an
I don't
interesting
know.
word for it.
But it's a good good thing to lock into the back of your minds there.
Good thing to block out forever.
Yeah, or block out, either or, one of those things for sure. So how do we want to get there? Do we want to try to go surface level? It's going to take you longer. There's the potential of finding scavenging locations along our way. Or do we want to go the more direct path through the sewers and avoid like the weather and
What's the risk of taking the surface?
So there's weather
Could
conditions,
rain.
so your navigation is a little harder. to
Don't
go
have
on the
umbrellas.
surface. You do not have umbrellas.
Okay.
Do you ever think?
Unless I'm mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you have umbrellas.
Hold on.
Do you ever think that maybe they were supposed to be called umbrellas, but somebody hesitated when he named it?
What should you name it?
Umbrella.
Umbrellas.
Yeah.
I'm down for taking. I'm down for
February.
taking the surface and scavenging and taking a little longer to get there.
Yes.
Get some more stuff that we can sell and barter and ammo and.
Big part of me really wants to take the
Gel.
sewer.
No.
Just because we already cleared it out. We know it's pretty safe. I just want to get back. Because I feel like I know how bad it is. And I feel like
You know what? Yeah. Knowing that it might be a time sensitive issue, I would agree.
yeah.
I'm just so proud of you guys right now.
We're gonna have
You
to,
guys
we're gonna,
talking things out.
we might have to carry Duncan.
I refuse to go back in those sewers.
Oh shit.
I'll pick him up again.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Bear hug
again. Are you going to resist them?
Right, I am.
Here we go.
All right. Roll your strength and athletics. He's going to do it first because he's going to set your opposition and watch him like bang this one. And Duncan disappears into the hills. Just takes off.
0.
0. There we go. There's your difficulty.
Critical success.
There you go. So 3 AP for the pool, unless you guys are already.
We're at 6, but if you want, you can use an AP to just bonk him on the head and knock him out for the whole trip.
Block.
All
You
right.
have to stay silent for the rest of the podcast.
You're coming on this adventure.
I hear
Well,
this
they're
weird
like,
buzzing
oh.
in the background. I
It'd
don't
be great if we
know
could just like
what
hog tie him and drag him through the water.
He's not
You know, the water's only this deep, right? But it's like,
See, you were fine. Nothing happened. Okay, so we're going to take the direct route, kind of from here, head straight to Meckminster.
Yes.
Who's going to lead?
I think
glitch.
Yeah,
I also glitch.
No, I think you should do it. Because you're actually
it doesn't really matter. So you guys get going through the sewers. Yeah, you go through most of the areas that you kind of already cleared out. You pass the... So there was one area that we were in that had the multiple doors. One of them led to the Rad Church, one led to the vault, one was unlabeled. So you kind of get through there, and when you're in that room, you hear a noise coming from the doorway that leads to the Rad Church. Kind of like claws on metal, skittering
Oh, sounds like nothing.
quickly.
They don't hear that. Nope. All right, let's go.
Moving right along.
Yeah, we gotta get back.
Yeah, we gotta move on. All right, good stuff. So,
Everybody down for that's fine? Everyone's fine with that?
nobody argued. I will move on. If you don't stop me, I'm going.
I like the idea that he really doesn't have an opinion because he's being.
Oh,
He's
true,
like,
true,
he's knocked
true.
out. He can't
Exactly.
argue with you regardless.
Oh, is he actually passed out? I thought we just joked over it.
No, I don't.
I
I
bonked him
take
up.
this
You actually
off
bonked him?
Head.
cannon. He's
Oh,
he
damn.
got that extra piece. Like, I'm carrying you, so he is knocked out right now. So are we ignoring the noise? Keep going your path because you can.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Who has the highest perception test?
I'm 10, but I'm knocked out, so you guys.
Oh,
it's
crap.
true, you are also knocked
Hey, I'll
out.
slap him on the face and be like, "Hey, you perceive anything?"
I'm carrying
I'm
him.
just
Does that
waking
help
up. Let me go back
in
to
any
bed.
way?
Yeah, I'll still do it.
Hold
What's the
my,
thing? It needs perception. That's still an 8.
Use my charisma.
hold my beer.
That is a success.
Nice. All right.
Isn't that 2?
So
Oh, that's a 9. Sorry.
It's a 9 and a 3.
you kind of scoot right past this room, just continue through the tunnels, and the skittering does not stop.
Wow.
So even though you get past that room and continue through the tunnel going further into the sewers, you can hear it behind you
That's the noise.
to the point that you know it is following you. You love it.
To the untrained eye, it might sound like Timbits rattling in a box.
Skittering.
The untrained ear.
No, my earballs.
Oh.
So-
like blinker fluid.
As you're traveling down the sewers, you stop because now you've had enough, Quintilius. You know there's something up, and you push your way back through. You say, "Wait!" Something follows, and as you look down ahead through the
I don't think
sewers
so.
from whence you've had, that's not at all what I would say, but you did.
I would say put Duncan out front.
And then you
You
said
would
that.
knock that guy just
Put
lay
dress
down
on him
in
and
the
go,
water.
yoo-hoo, with his untie.
So as you look down the sewers behind you, it's dark. There's no lights down here. You've actually been using Duncan's Pip-Boy, even though he's passed out. You turned on the flashlight, and you're just kind of like aiming his limp arm.
Don't
Like Buzz Lightyear's.
I give off more light than his boy?
Well, yours is like a
Very
like an area.
condensed.
His is like a focus,
Ah,
like a
okay.
flashlight,
Actual
right?
beam.
So it's going in a beam. So you're aiming the thing around, and you see little glimmers of light, like down further, like light reflecting down the hallway. And it's on the base level of the sewers, but then it starts coming up the sides of the walls a little bit too as it gets closer and stuff, and you realize that the light reflecting is light reflecting on eyes, and it is a couple more of those young gigapedes, and they are skittering down the sewer, loose chains around their necks, and they're like going up the walls a little bit as they come, and they are following you.
Oh, so they got away from their Giga Chads.
Yeah. Well, you guys killed a good portion of them. So there you are. We will go into initiative order. It's going to be Quintilius is going to go first, and then the Gigapedes times 2.
I have 11. But I'm also knocked out, so I don't know how we're.
You are knocked out. Yeah. All right. So Quintilius, you see these things climbing down the hallway. Moving towards you. You've got a good amount of distance between you by the time you notice them. What do you want to do?
With poise, I draw my 10mm pistol because I know my gamma gun is useless on everything. And I fire.
You say fire?
I fire!
Fire!
I yell it out loud, hoping that it wakes him up.
Fire! PK fire!
Do you actually? If I could make the argument
You know
that I
what?
hear fire and I
buy that. I buy that.
Do you want to roll for it to see? Because I'll have this.
You yelled fire. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care how.
Oh.
2 successes. There we go.
Oh my goodness!
So 3.
That did actually wake you up, so you'll be able to jump into sequence. You heard
Into
fire,
the water.
and you're like, "Huh, huh, huh." You wake up with such force that you actually push yourself out of his arms, out of Tiberius's arms, and you're just awake. You're like, someone said fire.
Let's
I'm
go.
on. Yeah.
Where's
Wonderful.
the fire?
All right. So, how did you do, Quintilius?
I got a success.
Nice. So that's
I know. I
two
completely
successes.
took all the thunder
woke
from
him
my
up.
move.
You woke him up, and you fired off a shot.
Yes. Let's say that I did all of that myself.
All right.
So I'm gonna shoot him in the left arm of his mandible.
One of his left arms.
All right. That's what I can do here.
I'm gonna shoot him in the left Mandalorian.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
Powered by Jesus.
Magic
Powered by
fingers.
Adam.
So
Powered by
6. It doesn't have any effects because it's just a stupid 10mm pistol. However, when I inflict 1 damage, I'll spend a luck point to make it a critical. And then because it's a critical, I can roll an effect die to do 1 more injury to a random location if I roll an effect. So
I like this combo chain. That you
yeah, and there's the effect. So
Go!
that causes 1 more injury to a random location, which is his left arm, which is the same thing. So it is his torso.
So I'm going to treat this because he's got more legs, so he can move still, but you're definitely slowing him down a lot. So what happened? You kind of blasted his like right at where the legs attached to the torso, while you spread into the torso as well, and you blasted apart a couple of his legs, like just right off. They bounce off the wall, fall behind him. So he like. You know when you hit just the front brakes on your bike, like, that's what his body kind of does. Like his shoulder goes down.
He's
into the
listing
sewers
lazily
a little
to
bit.
the
His
left.
body bunches up behind him, and he kind of rolls over himself a little bit. The other one keeps moving forward, but that was a good amount of damage that he did. Then I'm just going to BEAU. There we are. So then the Gigapede's turn.
I imagine I was probably. Were they coming up from behind us?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I believe that I would have been Probably in the back.
I'm probably in the back too because I'm carrying. I was carrying.
Yeah, you were definitely in the front because you were front. You know,
You were definitely in the front because you were out front.
You're because you
this
were.
was he was hugging him.
We'll put him here. We'll put him
Oh,
here.
but
But
he
should
did,
be.
he did just
you
drop
woke up
down.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a good layout.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so that's where we're
Right
at.
in
So
line to get-
the
Yeah.
gigapede that did not get shot, he's going to charge forward and right to Tiberius.
Ooh.
He charges right up at him, and I think he's gonna run up and try to bite at you. I miss horribly. 217. Wow, target number 12. I'm like, I got a pretty good chance of doing this.
And
No,
that's
I
the
do
biggest
not.
target you could miss.
Wow, right?
Does he
How
still
did
run
I
up
do
though?
that? I only need to hit
No,
one.
yeah,
it was
No,
like
I- he's right up. One of them's right up to you. The other one, he's inching his way forward, but he just got a couple of his legs blasted off, so he's not getting close enough. I think what he's going to do is he tries to inch his way forward, and when he realizes he's not getting close enough, he's going to spit. And these guys have this caustic radio spittle.
Cool.
Spittle.
Yeah, you might actually
Disgusting.
enjoy this a little bit. 2 successes. I'll take it. 5 radioactive and poison damage.
What? There's no way to block it.
I don't roll. I just roll the dice and I'm reading the book. Man. This is what it says. This is radiation, radioactive burst, poison damage, range medium.
I want to go home
I hate
Because
because I'm pretty sure that's a critical hit.
There we go.
I realized all my stuff.
So that was the gigapede.
All your shit's broken.
Duncan,
shit.
you are awake.
Get Duncan.
Get Duncan. It's time.
These
to
sewers run
burn
on Duncan.
things.
America runs on Duncan.
Everybody down.
Someone tell him they like water.
Need a light.
That'd be a
So-
great line.
Did someone say they like water?
All of a sudden, steam comes up and Bert kills us all.
I got 1 success.
I assume you're hitting
Like
the
lead,
closest
lead.
one to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd
You
be
probably
closest
only
one,
need 3 dice, right?
so you definitely hit him.
I need 6.
Between the two of us.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna aim at the head.
He's burning him.
Oh, fun fact. That was my last bullet.
Nice.
Oh.
That was a well placed bullet.
Throw the
Because
flare.
that hit his face, and it ejected like green gook into the area. Like that hurt. Like,
Towards
he
us or
blasted
away
off
from
a
us?
couple legs, and you would assume that hurt, but you hitting him right in the face.
With fire.
Well, to be fair, it probably actually
Really
didn't hurt him.
hurts.
You seared all of his nerve endings. It probably just felt cold.
A whole lot of
Yeah.
emphasis on you hitting him right in the face.
Yeah.
Really hurt. And that is Duncan. Well, there we have it, Bobble fans. The boys are in the thick of it once again, and much to Duncan's dismay, it's back in the sewers. But this time, they seem to be facing the threat with experience, and they have a new mission in mind. They have to make it back to McMinster to hopefully save the population there from whatever these super mutants have against Tiberius. And I gotta say, I'm really proud of the boys this time. They spent some time talking. Quintilius spoke with the Minutemen. They worked together to kind of iron out their plan of how they want to approach the coming threat back at McMinster. And they solved the problem. Only to come across another one, I guess. But you know what? It's progress, and that's what we're hoping for. We're going to see where this adventure takes us next time. But in the meantime, please check in on our Facebook group, take part in the discussion and the online polls and all of that jazz. And in new news, is that a thing? New news? Is all news new news? I guess that's what makes it news. Anyways, here's the news. We're on YouTube now as well, so please check us out there. Just look up the Bobblehead Boys podcast and find another way to enjoy all the great things that we're doing. We'll see you next time, folks. Onwards and upwards.